The main event at UFC Fight Night, Holloway versus Rodriguez, is a bantamweight fight between number 1 contender Max Holloway and number 3 contender Yair Rodriguez. It's UFC Fight Night 197. Let's break it down. Yair Rodriguez is 29 years old. He's 5'11" with a 71-inch reach and a record of 13-2 with 4 knockouts and 3 submissions. From Chihuahua, Mexico, he took an interest in martial arts at an early age. He began training in Taekwondo at the age of 5. He made his professional debut on October 10, 2011, with a third-round decision just 4 days after his 19th birthday. He won his next 2 by submission before suffering his first loss when he was knocked out in 1 round by Roberto Herrera. He bounced back with 2 first-round finishes before getting selected to appear on The Ultimate Fighter Latin America, where he defeated both of his opponents by stoppage. He made his official UFC debut on November 15, 2014, scoring a unanimous decision over Leonardo Morales to win the Ultimate Fighter finale. He followed that up with decisions over Charles Rosa and Dan Hooker and an impressive flying head kick knockout of Andre Filinto to earn his first headliner, which he won by split decision over Alex Caceres. 5 months later, he stopped UFC legend BJ Penn, dropping him with a head kick and finishing him with ground and pound. However, his momentum ground to a halt when he was soundly defeated by future Hall of Famer Frankie Edgar, taking a terrible beating before the doctor stopped the contest due to the swelling of his left eye. After a year-long hiatus, he returned in November of 2018, stepping in on short notice to take on Chan Sung Jung in a savage back-and-forth battle that saw him score one of the greatest knockouts in UFC history when he dropped a Korean zombie with a reverse elbow with just 1 second left on the clock. On September 21st, 2019, he faced Jeremy Stephens with the bout being ruled a no contest when he accidentally poked Stephens in the eye just 15 seconds into the fight, rendering him unable to continue. The pair rematched the following month, with Rodriguez winning the close, hotly contested match 29-28 in a bout that earned them both the Fight of the Night award. A rangy technical kickboxer, Rodriguez is one of the most fluid fighters in the game, effortlessly switching stances while using leg kicks to maintain distance and employs some of the most dynamic, creative, and unpredictable strikes in the sport. Max Holloway is 29 years old. He's 5'11" with a 69-inch reach and a record of 22-6 with 10 knockouts and 2 submissions. From Waianae, Hawaii, Holloway came from a broken home which was plagued with drug abuse and took up kickboxing at the age of 15. He graduated from high school in 2010 and made his MMA debut 3 months later with a unanimous decision and won his next 3 fights before becoming the youngest fighter on the UFC roster when he took on Dustin Poirier, losing via triangle armbar in the first round. He then won his next 3 before dropping a controversial split decision to Dennis Bermudez in 2013, with all 11 media outlets scoring the fight for him, and 3 months later lost a unanimous decision to future superstar Conor McGregor. He bounced back the following year, winning all 4 fights by stoppage. And after defeating UFC mainstay Cub Swanson via guillotine choke, he beat the future lightweight champion Charles Oliveira by first-round TKO when the Brazilian suffered a rare micro-tear in his esophagus while defending a takedown. He followed those victories up with dominant wins over Jeremy Stephens and Ricardo Lamas to put himself in line to fight Anthony Pettis for the interim featherweight title, which he won in the 3rd round with a body kick followed by 16 unanswered punches. On June 3rd, 2017, he unified the featherweight title when he defeated the great Jose Aldo by stoppage, and 6 months later repeated the feat when he stopped Aldo again in the 3rd round with vicious ground and pound. After a prolonged layoff to injuries and weight cut issues, he returned December 8th, 2018, facing fast-rising prospect Brian Ortega, putting on a brilliant display of boxing skills and stopping the Californian in the 4th round after giving him a hellacious beating, which saw Max break the record for strikes landed in a single round as well as a single fight. The following year, he moved up to lightweight to challenge interim champion Dustin Poirier, losing the back-and-forth fight by decision, but 3 months later returned to featherweight, successfully defending his title with a decision over Frankie Edgar. In his 4th title defense, his reign finally came to an end when he was defeated by Alexander Volkanovski, who used his leg kicks to nullify his offense, and 7 months later dropped a second, closer, and more controversial decision in the rematch. On January 16, 2021, he took on number 5 contender Calvin Kattar, putting on an absolute masterclass, dominating all 5 rounds, taunting his adversary as he effortlessly dodged his punches and shattered his own record for strikes landed and thrown in a single round and in a fight. Possibly the greatest striker in MMA history, Holloway has an unparalleled ability to create and attack from different angles, using his unsurpassed feint game to throw off his opponent's timing and then drown them with volume, landing at a rate of 7.2 strikes per minute. He also possesses an 84% takedown defense and has never been knocked off his feet. Will the dynamic striking and unpredictable style of Rodriguez be able to frustrate Holloway as he continues his ascent to the top? Or will the experience, superior boxing skills, and high work rate of Holloway be too much for El Pantera as Blessed continues to build on his legacy as one of the greatest featherweights of all time? Tune in Saturday night to UFC Fight Night 197, Holloway versus Rodriguez, and let's find out.